fact, is our new American moment. There has never been a better time to start living the American dream.
The promise of a new era and renewed prosperity.
President Trump, in his first State of the Union, focused on the economy, tax reform, immigration, and national security. But he also called for unity across party lines.
I call upon all of us to set aside our differences, to seek out common ground, and to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people. Tonight, I am calling on Congress to finally close the deadly loopholes that have allowed MS-13 and other criminal gangs to break into our country. My duty is to defend Americans, to protect their safety, their families, their communities, and their right to the American dream. Because Americans are dreamers too.
Protecting our borders with a wall, a major theme that's front and center right here in San Diego.
10 News anchor Brian Schlonsky has the diverse reaction from those closest to the immigration issue. Brian?
Well, Kimberly and Steve, the president mentioned the border wall as his second pillar in the 4 pillars of his immigration plan. And in the Democratic response, hardly a mention at all. It took 45 minutes for President Trump to get to immigration.
We're going to send you reinforcements, and we're going to send them to you quickly. It's what you need.
Laying out a 4-pillar plan.
The second pillar fully secures the border.
That's security in the form of his campaign promise of building a wall on the U.S.-Mexico border. One of his guests, Agent C.J. Martinez, who works for the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. His investigations leading to more than 100 gang arrests.
That means building a great wall on the southern border, and it means hiring more heroes like CJ to keep our communities safe.
Gangs, something the president fixated on when talking about the border. 4 of his guests, the parents of teens who were murdered by gang members.
For decades, open borders have allowed drugs and gangs to pour into our most vulnerable communities.
In the Democratic response, Congressman Joe Kennedy III only mentioning the border wall once when talking about young girls on their mother's shoulders holding signs during the Women's March.
That read, "Build a wall, and my generation will tear it down."
For a unique perspective on the president's plan for immigration, we turned to Esther Valdez, the daughter of Mexican immigrants and an immigration attorney.
I take true hope in seeing what the president has accomplished in this short time, which is bringing true reform to an immigration system that's been broken for a while.
And on the wall,
remember, the wall is probably going to take many different layers. It's going to take place in surveillance, in drones, in manpower.
And at this point, we are still waiting on the president to visit Otay Mesa to look at these border wall prototypes. Inside the 10 News Live Center, I'm Brian Schlonsky.
Brian, thank you.